Hello all, my name is Mars, and welcome back to Strange Antiquities. Last time we got this clue that we're supposed to use on the map, and it's extra exciting because this clue could apply to one of two maps now. I'm guessing that this is the shape of something that we want to, fit over, and I'm guessing it's going to be in the castle. And we need to find a room that is this shape. Like this one. Yes. The portrait of some dead lord eyes me suspiciously as I enter the room and start absent-mindedly opening drawers. The room is cold and austere, and I am about to leave when I spot a crate under a chest of drawers. This could be something. Okay. Alright. We got a new item. Let's put this map down here. And welcome our first customer. It's okay, Jupiter. It's just the mailman. Not sure about this fog today. It's an eerie atmosphere out there, especially with those damn ravens back again. It's usually fierce black dogs I have to worry about, not big black birds. Better off inside, I reckon. What's this letter say? The triangle has intrigued me ever since I first heard about it as a young boy. What caused the pine trees to grow like that? Did someone plant them? I know you at least have heard of it, but did you know this? I calculated the exact center point, and there's a small clearing there. It can't be a coincidence. What's more, there is a certain energy about it, not entirely welcoming either. I wonder if you might take a look for yourself. Thomas Pope and Hamish. Hamish is a dog, I think? The triangle. So there are pine trees that have grown in a triangle, and in the center of them there is... At the center point is a clearing. Oh, there's the triangle. It's a triangle at the very least. Heathwood. I mean, I'm gonna guess it's this triangle. Sure enough, as I approach the center of the curious triangular copse at the heart of Heathwood. How can you tell if it's all trees? Why... Oh, I see. I was thinking, why would this patch of trees be conspicuous against a whole bunch of trees? But no, there is a triangle of pine trees in what is usually a deciduous forest. A tree that has been split in two stands in the center. Sunlight breaks through and I take a deep breath of cleansing pine and earth. Almost immediately, I am struck by a sense of ominous power, and my intuition tells me that there is something unusual here at the heart of the wood. I examine the broken tree and notice some strange markings carved into the trunk. Heart beating faster, I spot something else embedded in the wood. 3 pendants, arranged in a triangle shape. Ooh, we got so many pendants. Also, what is this? Has this wheel always been here? Huh. Okay, so that's how we open this little indentation in the shelf. It looks like it wants something flower-shaped to be inserted, and we don't currently have anything like that, so... I don't know. I'm just gonna hang these up. Gus Foley. It has been many years since I performed the rite of the red knives, but I can still remember every step. I'd do it one more time before I die if I could only get my hands on an Orford spire. I tried that place in Arnside and they sent me here. Orford spire. Okay, which... that was the gemstone book. Orford spire. I thought we had identified this already, but I'm wrong, I guess. During the Rite of the Red Knives, an Orford spire is fully submerged in goat's blood for 9 days and 9 nights. When performed correctly, the rite is said to impart vitality and clarity of thought, although perhaps not for the goat. Great. Okay, Orford Spire. We have some stuff that's covered in blood. Okay, so the red is part of the gemstone here. Okay. Is this covered in blood? It's not rust, it's blood. Substance flakes off and leaves a mark on my fingertips, so it's blood. It has an energy about it. We have something else that was covered in blood, but I guess it was identified already. This is an evocant, yes. Now, the word vitality was highlighted here. So I might want to check my symbols to see if there's a symbol for vitality, just to make super sure that I have something correct. No, I think that if there was a symbol for vitality, it would have been on this page. It has like an eye on it. Was that one of these symbols? Foresight? No. Okay, I'm gonna guess it's this because the only other item we have that is covered in blood is identified as something else. Okay. 2 of the points of the item are visible in the sketch. Yes, I was thinking that as well. Closer inspection reveals dried blood, suggesting this item has been submerged in blood. Hi, Eli. Welcome back. I need to go away for a few days again. I thought you were away. The Order of the Black Veil will have the information I'm looking for. Why do you always come back? You're supposed to be away. They seek to understand the world beyond death, drinking an elixir that sinks them into a deep trance. If I'm right, they may be able to shed some light on these events. The only problem is, I burned that bridge long ago. Could you hand me that Guise of Lillian? It won't be the first time I've used one to get around their hatred of me. Guise of Lillian. Okay. These items can allow the bearer to pass unrecognized. If used for any length of time, the wielder can begin to lose their sense of self. The remains of bygone creatures have been used in thaumaturgy for centuries, from petrified teeth to bones of trilobites, ammonites, and devil's toenails. A Guise of Lillian is one such item that makes use of this ancient source of power. Okay, I'm pretty sure I know what this one is already. I believe it's this, because this is a fossilized creature of some sort, it says. I notice a slightly out-of-body feeling, like my hands belong to somebody else, yeah. Seems like it. Oh, I should identify the thing that I gave the last guy. I think it was like an Orford Spire. Okay, that's identified. And this is the Guise of Lillian. It specifically disguises you as Lillian and nobody else. Yay. The item has an ammonite fossil. Closer inspection reveals it produces an out-of-body feeling. Nice. Alright, let's put these over here. Give our kitty a pet. I only need to click on him. I don't need to actually rub my cursor on him, but it feels right, you know? Rebecca Rose, important character. Hello. Oh, is that a cat? My eyes may have completely gone now, but it's good to know I still have my cat senses. I hope I have cat senses when I'm blind. I do hope I'm in the right place. My daughter told me about a shop that specializes in unusual items. My life's joy has always been painting. Without that in my life, I'm afraid I'm at a bit of a loss. I know that I will never see again, but is there anything in your collection that might help me paint again? I feel a little foolish for asking. It seems such a small thing, but to me it means everything. Okay, so we need an Ares Remnant or a Spirit Eye. Let's read about Rebecca Rose first. Rebecca's eyesight deteriorated very quickly several years ago, and now she is just barely able to distinguish dark and light. This affliction has robbed her of the thing that brought her the most joy in this world, painting. And yet, it has not robbed her of her determination, or her kindness, or her love of life. When she learned of strange antiquities and that it might hold a way to restore her sight, she was hesitant. She never did anything without careful consideration, but eventually her desire to paint again won over, and she decided the risk was worth taking. Okay, so we need to make a choice here between our Ares Remnant or Spirit Eye. Okay, I was like, where's Spirit Eye? But it's on the next page. Ares Remnant. These objects induce a form of synesthesia, where colors and tones, light and shadow, can be felt through touch. They are sometimes used by those who work in low-light conditions such as miners. The gemstones in an Ares Remnant are arranged in the shape of the constellation that shares its name. Okay, so that sounds like it would help her, not actually get her eyesight back, but it'll help her paint. Spirit Eye. There are some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps, a layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. Okay. So we have something that can show her the world as it is, or something that can show her the world underneath this one, in a manner of speaking. Now again, this has a similar vibe to the last choice we made, where one thing could have given the girl guilt for stealing something, and the other one could bring about fear of, like, the primordial or whatever. And it seems like these are choices between actually helping people with their problem that they asked for, or making everyone a little bit more alert and aware of the dangers that surround them. In my last choice, I chose the thing that would help the girl who was stealing feel guilty. So I was actually helping the querent with her problem that her friend was stealing from her. So as good as it probably would be in the long run to increase these feelings of fear in people and their awareness of the other world and all these things, I think what I want to do is play this character that I'm playing as someone who is actually just going to literally listen to what the person's problem is and help them with what they're asked for. So, we're looking for the Ares Remnant. We're going to identify both of these, by the way. But I'm going to start with the one we're actually going to give her. Ares Remnant. Are these gemstones shaped appropriately? I would say they are. They're just kind of upside down. I'm going to call this the Ares Remnant. Alright, we don't have any other gemstone patterns. None that I see, so... Oh, not this. Not this. And the Spirit Eye. Opposing symbols inscribed upon them. Okay. So we need something with multiple symbols that mean different things. Like this? What does this make me feel? Nothing to remark. Okay. So this has like an upside down woman sign and a woman sign with that's right side up, but instead of a circle, it has a triangle. Let's see what those mean. Do they mean anything? Heat and cold. Okay, so yes, this would be the spirit eye. And we're going to color it pink to indicate that we have not officially identified it yet, just like this one. This was the Zaya that we did not give to the Querent last time. Aries Remnant. The gemstones are arranged in the Aries constellation. Alright, so we're thinking very, very short term in this playthrough, I think. We're not looking to protect the townspeople from the things that might threaten them in the future. Because why would we? We're just a shopkeeper. That's not our job. Clarence Hawker. Those ravens have done for 3 more poor buggers. 2 of them up at Calgarth and another fella. A fisherman. People who have died? People are getting a bit panicky around here. Nothing natural about folk turning up with eyes all black like that. And now this fog, too. With the nights drawing in and me working late, I refuse to walk down Holgar Road without so much as a lantern. I had something nice and bright in mind. Sunbond. Alright. We can just flip to that. Sunbond. Small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly, and made of a non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. Okay, so we're going to need the gemstone book for this. They carry the warmth and the light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. Alright, so let's take a look at these gemstones. Amber. Right away, we see amber is the sunstone, fire and light, heat and life. Are there any other gemstones of light? This one is of fire, but I'm guessing it's not. Okay, so amber. Right away, I'm seeing an orange gemstone, probably amber. Is this amber as well, an orange gemstone? Well, it's going to be lightweight, so we should get out our scales. That's half a pound. This is half. It's less than half a pound. That's less than a pound. They're both less than a pound. Alright, this is the one that's less than half a pound. I'm just rechecking my math. This is the one that is exactly half a pound. So I'm guessing it's this. But let's take a look at the description one more time to be super duper sure. The warmth and light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. Oh, made of a non-precious metal of some kind. This one is gold. And this one is bronze. So this one is non-precious. Is bronze non-precious? I don't know enough about stones to say for sure, but it's not gold, so I'm guessing this is the Sunbond. Yes. Amber gemstone, made of bronze. Closer inspection reveals that it is strangely warm. Well, I didn't get that. I also used the scales, which seems to be non-necessary, but okay. What was that? Sunbond. Okay. We have more room over here, so we'll put that over here. Want another pet Jupiter? I'm trying to get that achievement. Pet Jupiter 30 times. Audrey Bell, another important character. She looks important. Bend your ear to the trees. Hold your palm out to the wind. The ravens can feel it. Can you? Something is stirring. I will need a Holgar Grim in the coming days. Okay. I will get you that. Holgar Grim. These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. The sacrament to ask for his protection. Wolf Song's truth to seek his judgment. Path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. Okay. So it's gonna be eerie. What is Wolfsong's truth? Maybe that's in the symbol thing. It's not under Wicca. I thought that if it was going to be anywhere, it would be under Wicca. But let's see, it has something to do with truth. None of these have... Oh, there's truth. Truth, protection, truth, protection, and what was the third one? Something that I don't think there is a symbol for. Path of the warrior, truth, protection, strength. Maybe? That has a symbol for protection, I think. Not that. Not that. This one's gonna be tricky, I think. Alright, the only thing I'm seeing that has any of those runes on them is this one. Crackling energy flickers in the depths of my mind. Nothing to remark. Okay, so this has protection, insanity. Eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. Path of the Warrior. Does anything else mention the Path of the Warrior? Nope, just the Holgar Grim. Anything else mention Holgar? The Heart Chamber mentions Holgar. Let's read this. There is a vast skull in the catacombs, said to be that of the beast, Blencathra. Holgar's followers believe that when he slew it, he trapped its soul, along with its power, in an item known as the Wraith Chamber. Heart chambers are based on this mythical object, but they have morphed over time into a way to keep those dear to us close to the heart after death. I don't think any of that is relevant. But we have a picture of Holgar here. And one of his axes is named Wolfsong. Okay, let's go to the Holgar Grim again. Wolfsong's truth. So something to do with an axe, maybe? Ethereal quality? No, I don't think that's it. Oh, this one has a lot of symbols on it. None of them are the symbols we're looking for. Probably has something to do with the weather with that snowflake on it. What about this? Withered flesh, gold, brass. Let's see. Let's take a look at that picture of Holgar again. See if anything he's wearing resembles anything we have. Excuse me, he's wearing the same ring as that withered hand was. Yikes. But I do notice that this axe has this symbol on it. These crisscrossy lines. Does this have those crisscrossy lines on it? No. This kinda does, but I doubt it has anything to do with this. I wish we could, like, turn these things around. No. This is still looking like my best option. Wolfsong's Truth. I'm quite certain it should have this symbol on it. And I'm trying not to be distracted by the fact that it's his hand. Sacrament. This has a symbol for protection on it. I'm gonna try it. Nope. I should think this through and look more carefully. Okay. It could be the hand. Holgar Grimm. Oh, let's read about her first. The priest Audrey Bell. Followers of the warrior god Holgar are not easy to come by, but they make up for their low numbers with zeal and grandiosity. Their priests have all the self-appointed authority of a village fete organizer, and the power struggles between clergy and acolyte are as bitter and hard-fought as many a debate about bunting or cake stands. Audrey has strong opinions about death and the afterlife, perhaps forgetting that the god she follows is best known for sending thousands of people reluctantly to it, but had very little to say about its substance. Okay. Well, let's try and give her the hand. Nope. That's getting me dangerously close. Okay. What about this? Okay. It has wood. Grim artifacts. Eerie creations is specifically what it says. They are worn by priests of Holgar, so it's probably actually a pendant. I need to look at everything a little more closely. Not that. I really wanna get in here. Where do I find this key? Protection. The path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. Not this. I'm really tempted into looking at those things. Hold on one sec. Shield charm. That. I'm noticing that the thing above this place has the symbol of protection on it. And I'm wondering if perhaps we're supposed to put 3 things with the symbol of protection on it. I can only find 2 of those things currently, but we might as well try it for now. Hold on. Let's look at these gemstones again. Maybe these are the 3 things that they're looking for. A pale yellowy orange gemstone, a dark green gemstone, and a black gemstone. Fire and fury. Strength. A stone of sight. Not that, probably. Stone of earth and of nature. Could this be it? Nope. I think. Yep. A deep fear has taken root. I must break the hold it has over me. Click a segment of the seal and bank the dice to break it. Okay. Okay, so I want 2 cats and... Okay. That was simple enough. Okay. Bend ear to the trees. I will need a Holgar Grim in the coming days. Okay. It's not this. It's not this. It's not this. What about this? I feel like it's supposed to have 3 symbols on it, but I'm not seeing anything with 3 symbols on it. I'm just not. Priests of Holgar and various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. A sacrament to ask for his protection. Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment. Path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. just looking at, like, these descriptions to see if any of them reflect anything that is said there. Nope, not there. Nothing to remark. Stone. This one is floating. It could be that, but no, we said it had to be a pendant. What are these symbols on that one? I think they're all weather ones. Yeah, they're all weather. This is eerie. It could be this. Turquoise gemstone. Nothing to remark. Okay. It's eerie. Nope. I might have to use a hint. I am completely stuck here. I know it's not this, because this has something to do with sound and echolocation and whatnot. Are we allowed to see what's inside this? No. This has 3 gemstones in it. We could try that again. Protection. Protection and enveloping night. I need a hint. I'm looking for an eerie item. Okay. They're all eerie. They are all eerie. The mask? Okay. It's an eerie item that can be worn because it's a mask. The sketch shows a priest wearing the mask with their back to us. Using the index, we can find a sketch of Holgar, to whom the mask bears a striking resemblance. The gemstone is Vivianite, a stone of death. Okay. Sure. The creepiest item in the shop, and I just completely ignored it. So I was on the right track by looking at the sketch of Holgar. I don't think it looks that much like him. I was more distracted by the fact that this is obviously his hand that we have. Okay, but sure. I'm a little frustrated, so I think I might end the episode here. I don't think I'm going to edit it down, because I think I had good insights at all points, or was following logical steps, but I don't know. I was distracted by that, a sacrament, a path of warriors, the axe's truth, like, that really threw me. I thought I was looking for something with 3 symbols on it. I didn't like that one. Inside was the reason they had toiled so hard. A small black casket. A very valuable small black casket. They knew enough not to open it, but perhaps too little to fully understand the danger it posed. Alright, what's our next hint gonna be? Stairs? Up the stairs, left, then left again. Second on the right is where I spend each night. Okay, so we're probably in the castle again. Alright, but... should I end the episode there? Or should I edit that down and... nah, I'll end it there. I think this has been going on long enough. So, until next time, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more strange antiquities.